Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. It's Sugar Ray Leonard, 65.8 kilos. He's 175 centimeters tall with a reach of 179. And standing across the ring from him in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, 5'7" tall, tipping the scales. Sugar Ray Leonard. He, of course, won world titles in 5 different weight classes, including the Undisputed welterweight title. His hometown is Wilmington. Terrence Bud Crawford, the Undisputed lightweight champion.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting one of the...
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. He threw a punch and just got countered. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
These are my kind of fighters, boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Nice counter shot. Nice counter. Nice counter shot. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He threw the hook, didn't land. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Throws the jab but does not score. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. The jab can't find a home. That jab doesn't find a home. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Does well to block that left jab. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both want a highlight reel real knockout. Nice defense with that jab. How about that time counter shot? A straight right just misses. That counter punch, a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Way through camp, but now you're going to go back out there and lose the match.
Good word. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about it.
You're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes. Now you go back out there and switch back on. Get focused.
And there's the bell for round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Both men step back for just a moment. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. There's the bell for round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
That counter shot lands. Couldn't land that jab. To be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
A beautiful left uppercut. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. going to see a jab from these two. Beautiful counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Just keep him on the end of that.
I want you to go back out there and take his confidence away. Go out.
Start sticking a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so he can't give you
Momentum back and win the round back. Take away that confidence and stop him in his tracks. Come on, you're switching off. You got complacent. This fight's not over yet. You gotta.
He's ready to go. So you've got to be smart. Otherwise,
Now you let him back in. Don't worry about that round.
good work out there. The top's working nice. Those 1-2s straight down the
Bad round, you don't care. Go out there, win the next one. Yeah?
going back into the fight.
Time for the 5th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. He can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Looking to land the hook. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. They block the jab. Beautiful counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
I like that from happy. Just keep him on the end of
That guy, you're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on.
it. Start sticking a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so he can't
Good job. That's a god-awful round that was. Come on.
Let's start the 6th. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Beautiful counter punch. Back and forth they go. Good counter punch. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than that.
A perfect counter lands. He's got to keep the head moving. So much firepower here. Beautiful counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs... Here comes round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That jab doesn't score. That counter shot lands. Careful. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Relax. Stay focused. Don't
Box it back together and get back out there and win the round.
Good man. Just saying again, don't change too much.
Come on, we let him back in. We're better than that, kids. Let's go back out there and get behind the basics. Get your jab back, get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again.
Right, he's shattered. He's ready to go. He's got to be smart.
When you go out there, just take the round off and win the round on your jab. And breathe the suit.
Stay focused. Don't move back into the fight. Don't
Way through camp, and now you're going to go back out there and lose the match.
Round 8, and we're off again. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Beautiful counter shot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? The straight right just misses. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. The game plan does not... And there's the bell for round 9. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And he scores with the counter. He blocks that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Nice counter. Talk about Leonard in that last round. That was almost a 10. And here comes the 10th round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Hook just can't find the target. Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. Hold it right there. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Sugar Ray is down. And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Couldn't land that jab. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Crawford is dazed. dominant performance.